The western edge of Europe is defined by a temperate, rain-swept environment. Rugged coastal cliffs face constant pressure from the North Atlantic, sustaining a landscape of deep greens and frequent storms. Travel toward the Indian Ocean, and that landscape is replaced by a vibrant, tropical aesthetic. This is a land of intense heat and jungle canopies that meet the shoreline. In the global imagination, these two islands exist as physical opposites, the temperate Emerald Isle and the tropical Pearl of the Indian Ocean. This map shows the geographical distance between the two lands. Over 8,000 kilometers of land and sea keep these shores isolated from one another. This graphic contrasts their human density. While Ireland's rolling hills support roughly 5.4 million people, Sri Lanka packs 22 million into its borders, a population 4 times more dense. This split view details their opposing climates. Ireland manages a consistent 1,000 millimeters of rain per year, while Sri Lanka is defined by tropical heat and 2 distinct monsoon seasons. This chart reveals that despite these differences in climate and population, the physical footprint of both landmasses is virtually identical. Ireland and Sri Lanka occupy roughly the same amount of space on Earth. The similarity in size is matched by a mirroring of their national histories. When you track their development over 2,000 years, the timelines align. Tracing their ancient civilizations, the Anuradhapura kingdom was established by 200 BC, followed by the Celtic kingdoms. Centuries of invasion placed both under British rule, yet both fought successfully for independence, Ireland declaring its free state in 1922 and Sri Lanka in 1948. The physical remains of these eras are still visible. These stone pillars belong to the Anuradhapura kingdom, surviving through centuries of colonial occupation. Navigating these centuries of foreign rule fostered a similar resilience in both nations. This shared history of struggle has resulted in a deeply protected sense of cultural pride today. This map identifies how much history is concentrated on the island. Sri Lanka contains 8 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, ranging from ancient cities to forest reserves. This includes Sigiriya, a 5th century rock fortress. Its monumental scale proves the engineering capabilities of the island's ancient builders. Spiritual heritage is equally concentrated. These intricate paintings and statues have been preserved for centuries within carved cave systems like the Dambulla Temple. The island's incredible density extends to its natural world, which is now protected across dozens of vibrant national parks. These parks are home to the largest gathering of Asian elephants in the world. Thousands of wild elephants move through these protected landscapes. Elusive apex predators also thrive here. The island is one of the primary locations on Earth for spotting wild leopards in their natural habitat. This biological density continues past the shoreline. Just off the coast, the ocean serves as a domain for the blue whale, the largest creature on Earth. Agricultural production on the island has influenced global trade for centuries, flavoring kitchens thousands of miles away from these tropical shores. These statistics show that Sri Lanka is the world's 4th largest tea producer. Known as Ceylon Tea, the leaves from these highlands are exported to over 150 countries. This global industry relies on a manual harvesting tradition. In the misty hills, expert pickers gather the leaves that supply households worldwide. This data point highlights a significant agricultural monopoly. 90% of the world's true cinnamon is sourced from the bark of trees grown in Sri Lanka. Through these exports, a relatively small island has established a global footprint that reaches nearly every country on Earth. Modern Sri Lanka is a complex society where diverse communities have built a shared national identity. Ancient traditions and modern lifestyles coexist across the island. This breakdown shows the island's religious demographics. Buddhist, Hindu, Islamic, and Christian populations live peacefully side by side, contributing to the country's cultural depth. This vibrancy is on display during grand festivals like the Perahera, where the streets are filled with light, rhythm, and decorated elephants. This display features the island's culinary diversity. Dishes like hoppers, kotu roti, and a variety of curries reflect the multi-ethnic heritage of the population. Beyond food and festivals, there is a shared passion that brings these different communities together: the sport of cricket. In 1996, the nation overcame much larger competitors to win the Cricket World Cup. This victory remains a defining moment of national achievement. These common interests, the food, the festivals, and the sport, act as the binding agents that keep a diverse nation united. Examining these two distant lands brings us back to the initial comparison of their physical size. These islands demonstrate that a nation's cultural influence is not restricted by its boundaries on a map. Ireland and Sri Lanka both show how intense cultural pride and deep historical legacies can thrive within the defined borders of a small island. Today, a dedicated diaspora community bridges these two shores, bringing the culture of the Indian Ocean to the communities of the North Atlantic. And so, from both of our island homes, Guraiv Mahiagat, Stuti, Nandri, thank you.